In this video, I'm going to be doing a step-by-step guide on how to clone a Windows drive for free. Let's get it. This video is sponsored by us, so if you like our content and would love to support the channel, please head over to teesprings.com/stores/LMTECH or click on the first link in the description box below to be a part of the WeMo squad. Thanks. What's up guys, I'm Ryan from LMTECH HD, and on this channel we do a lot of tutorials / tech reviews and giveaways, so if you're new here, please consider subscribing. Okay guys, let's say you've been using your PC for a long time and you have all your documents, applications and games installed in it, and your drive is running out of space, or you've been using a spinning drive and want to upgrade to an SSD, or maybe the hard disk you've been using is failing and you're planning on swapping it or even upgrading to a larger drive. So you may be thinking of backing up all your files, which might take like forever to do, and swapping the old drive with the new one, and then install Windows and all your applications and games, and then recopy all your files back. Now, if that sounds like a lot of work, that's because it is. But there is an easier way to go about it, and that's what I'm going to be showing you guys in this video. Now, you could do this for all Windows operating systems. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Alright guys, we're going to need another disk to clone the Windows drive, be it an NVMe M.2, a SATA SSD, or an hard disk. We're also going to need a software to clone the drive, and there are loads of different tools out there that we can use to do this. But in this video, we're going to go with the AOMEI Backupper. There are two versions of this. There is a partition assistant and there is a backupper. And don't fret, I'm going to be showing you guys how to use the partition assistant in the next video, and you will see why in a moment. Now, AOMEI offers a free version, and all we need is available in the free version for both the backupper and the partition assistant. Once you've installed your new drive, next thing you want to do is to download AOMEI Backupper. The link will be in the description of this video. Once you get to this page, scroll down and click on download freeware. It will take you to a page that looks like this. Click on download freeware again and enter your email ID and click on download now. I've already downloaded the file, but once your download is complete, go ahead and install the application. As soon as the installation is complete, go ahead and launch the application. Now, before we proceed, let me show you what we're going to be working with. My primary drive, which is a drive C, is a 256GB Samsung 850 Pro SSD, and that's the drive we're going to be cloning, with the D drive, which is a 1TB hard disk from Western Digital. Oh, and please note that we're going to be cloning an SSD with a hard disk, and also take note of the size of the SSD and the hard disk. It's very important guys. Another thing you should take note of is that the drive you're going to be cloning with, i.e. the destination drive, should be at least the same size as the one you're cloning, or larger, i.e. the source drive. But if for some reason you're going from a larger source disk or drive to a smaller drive, then make sure the data inside the source disk isn't larger than the destination drive itself, else it won't work. It will tell you though if the destination drive is too small. Also, if the drive you're gonna be cloning with, i.e. the destination disk, is larger than the one you're cloning, i.e. the source disk, and you're using the free version of the AOMEI Backupper like I am in this video, then you're gonna need the AOMEI Partition Assistant. I'm gonna explain why later on in the video. Alright, let's go back to the application, and on the left hand side, click on the Clone tab and select Disk Clone. Select the source disk that you want to clone. In this case, I want to clone the C drive, which is the 256GB SSD. So I'm gonna select that and click Next. Select the destination to which the source disk will be cloned. I'm gonna select the 1TB WD Black, which is the D drive you saw earlier, and click Next. Please note that the destination disk will be formatted and all the existing data will be overwritten, so back up your files beforehand. My drive is empty, so I'm gonna click OK. Alright guys, this is where things get a little bit exciting. First, make sure the source and destination disk are accurate. Now remember, we are going from an SSD to a hard disk, and also take note of the size of each disk. Again, the SSD is 256GB and the hard disk is 1TB. Now in the lower left corner, you can see we have three options: edit partitions, SSD alignment, and sector by sector clone. For the SSD alignment, if your destination disk is a solid state drive, i.e. a SATA or an NVMe SSD, then you should check this option for optimizing the performance of the SSD. Next, the sector by sector clone. Only check this option if you want to copy all the sectors of the source disk to the destination disk, whether in use or not. Now, because our destination disk is an hard disk, we are just gonna select the edit partition option. Once you click on it, this window will pop up. Here we have three options: copy without resizing partitions, add unused space to all partitions, and manually adjust partition size. Before now, the first two were free, but now the second and third are only available in the Pro version. Here, the copy without resizing partition do not make any changes to the partition size. So if you use this option, there may be some unallocated space on the destination disk after disk clone. In this case, you can use the AOMEI Partition Assistant or Windows Disk Management to resize or allocate drive letters for the unallocated space. Since this is the only option available in the free version, that's why we are going to need the AOMEI Partition Assistant. The add unused space to all partition would have been the best option for us if it was available in the free version, because we are moving from a smaller disk to a larger drive. But basically what it does is that the destination disk partition will be automatically resized to fit the entire disk, appropriate for the disk size. This feature is especially useful for disk clone from a smaller drive to a larger one. All partitions on the source disk will be automatically resized in the same proportion to fit the entire disk space. As a result, you can use the entire destination space. As for the manually adjust partition size, which is also only available in the Pro version, with this you can manually adjust the partition size by dragging a slider bar, and also simply select and modify the size of every partition. Since those two are only available in the Pro version, I'm gonna select the first option and click OK. And click on the Start Clone button. This will take a while depending on the data in your drive, so just let it do its thing. Hey, if you're getting value out of this video, then do me a favor by smashing the like button, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and if you're feeling irate, then go ahead and share it with your friends, family, loved ones, and even your cat as well. Thank you. Now, question of the day: what are your thoughts on cloning Windows drives? Let me know in the comment section below. Now, at some point it may look as if it's stuck and it isn't copying the data, but that's totally normal. Matter of fact, the files are actually being copied. You could click on the copying data to see more details, like how much data has been copied and the speed at which the data are being copied. Alright, so mine took about 30 to 40 minutes to clone. If everything went well, you should see a window like this one saying congratulations, the clone task has been completed successfully. So you can go ahead and close this window and click finish. Now let's see what our drive looks like. Alright guys, so right off the bat you can see that both drives are identical in size. So that is what happens when you use the copy without resizing partitions option. And that's why I told you we'll need the AOMEI Partition Assistant or Windows Disk Management to resize or allocate drive letters for the unallocated space. So in the next video I'm going to be showing you guys how to do that, but for now let's try booting from the cloned disk. Now please take note of this drive size because it's going to become the new C drive once we boot from it. Now at the moment it is drive D and it is showing 134GB free of 237, and the current C drive, which is 118GB free of 237GB. Alright, now let's see if it works. I'm going to restart the system and boot from the hard disk.
Haha, 10 years later. Alright, so it worked. Now let's check the drives. So as you can see, the hard disk has become the C drive and the SSD has become the D drive. Alright, I'm gonna restart the PC and boot from the SSD again. Alright, now we're back to the SSD. So that's how you clone your Windows drive. Like I said before, I'm gonna be showing you guys how to resize or allocate drive letters for the unallocated space in the next video.
Alright guys, if this video was helpful to you, then go ahead and smash the like button, subscribe, drop a comment and share it with your friends. Also be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter and all that good stuff at LMTECH HD02. And if you would like to support the channel, then check out our online store using the first link in the description box below. I love your chic bones and I would seriously love to sit here and talk about them, but for now, we maxed out. Peace!